so tough that they didn't sound good. This thing sounds awesome with stock factory pipe on it. Straight out of the Phillip Kearns collection, a collector of fine motorcycles. He had the Gene Romero Triumph 750. He had this. He had some significant Hondas. 3 out of 4 of his bikes were in magazines. I think this one might have been featured in the magazine too. I'll have to ask him. If you buy the bike, we'll give you Phil's number. He can give you the whole history of the motorcycle firsthand. Just a beautiful running bike. It's as tight as any AERMACCHI 350 I've ever ridden. And I think it has the best stock exhaust sound I've heard on one. Yeah, listen to this thing. This thing purr like a kitten. This has got to be the best factory sounding SX350 motor I ever heard. The factory high pipe is just off the hook. Matter of fact, definitely the tightest one we've had yet. Fellas, this is an extremely tight original. This came from the Phillip Kearns collection. There's a history behind this bike. It was a one-owner bike before he got it. In fact, the gentleman who bought this was a Vietnam vet, and when he came back from his first tour of duty, he bought this bike from the Harley dealer. The seat was installed at the dealer. It was a dealer-installed option. He said this is the original paint that I left the dealership with in '71. I've never seen this decal on an AERMACCHI before, but Phil says this is the way it left the dealership. Unfortunately, on his second tour, he got killed over in Vietnam, the original owner. So the bike was donated to the church in town. And Philip, who's a local motorcycle collector that I met because of this jacket I'm wearing right here, he watched our reality show and he called me up and he says, "Hey, you have the Gary Nixon jacket. I have Gene Romero's 750 factory tracker." And I was good friends with Gary Nixon. He had left stuff over his house when he passed away that he lost because the family wouldn't give it back to him. But that's a whole other story. But he used to run with Gary Nixon and Gene Romero, and he had some really cool, significant bikes. This bike has no miles on it. It's got 850 original miles on the original Dahmer because the guy passed away, and the family eventually donated it to the church. And then Philip got it and put it in his collection. So I believe it's all original right down to the tires. The Dunlop Universal Trials tire on the front and the rear are a matching set. I believe they're the original tires. I believe the fenders, tank, everything is original except for the battery and the seat on it. The handlebars are original. The headlight, it's got a new battery in it. The points have just been cleaned. The oil has just been changed. The carburetor's been cleaned. The gas tank's been flushed out. It's got VP non-ethanol fuel in there. New engine oil. New spark plug. And it purrs like a kitten. Guys, I just wanted to point out, if you take a look inside the exhaust system here, the original factory exhaust, it has like a spiral exhaust port on it, and it gives this really unique sound, which sounds almost to me like a Powerall pipe used to on a Honda XR. It is a single cylinder, just like an XR would have been, but it sounds like a flat tracking motor or something. This has a real nasty, raspy growl to it. The original factory chrome guard is in beautiful condition. The engine cases are in beautiful condition. There's a new fuel petcock on it, new fuel lines. Just a beautiful piece. The original factory air filter, foam air filter and everything, and air filter assembly is intact and original, as are the grips, levers, bars. As close to original as you'll ever find one. And like I said, the seat was a dealer-installed option, according to Phillip Kearns. If you buy the bike, like I said, I'll give you Phillip's number. You can talk to him. He knows the whole history of the bike. We bought it in. The bike was steam cleaned and hand washed and degreased. The engine cases were polished, the aluminum on them. The wheels, the bars, the headlight, all the chrome, etc. was polished. All the tins were polished and waxed with carnauba paste wax. New spark plug, VP fuel, Bel-Ray oil, and as I had mentioned, the fuel system was cleaned out. Carb was cleaned. Plug and battery were installed. Cleaned the points, changed the oil, lubed the throttle cable. All the lights work on it. The Kickstarter, about every third or fourth kick, it would kick through all the way and makes it a little bit difficult to start. I pop started it once and we kick started it another time. The Kickstarter does work, but it seems to be, I don't know if that's a function of a clutch adjustment or of the kicker return mechanism. I'm not sure, but compression tested good. We got 30 pounds of air in the original tires. The tires didn't wobble or feel like they had a flat spot even at speed, so I would leave these on here and run them. That's about it, folks. Any other notes will be in the description. The original factory wiring harness appears to be in great shape. The original factory catch spring holding the tank on is intact. Take a look at this up close, Junior. Matter of fact, we've had a few of these come in. I've never seen one with the original spring and catch on there. You see the way that works? I've never seen one of those, although I have seen a ton of these tanks. Most of those are long gone by the time we get them. That's about it, folks. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. You'll be hard-pressed to find a 50-year-old classic, this original, with this low miles, that runs this good anywhere on the planet. So buy with assurance. It's a kick-ass original in really mint shape, and I'll give you the original owner's phone number or the second owner's phone number and all the documentation we have for the services done on it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, call us, 860-454-7024. And as always, God bless America.